So my name is Albrin Junior, pen name Albrin Junior. If you love cartoons, it's from Alvin and the Chipmunks. So Albrin, yeah. So yeah, I'm an author, a filmmaker, director. I recently just shot a short film. It's a pilot for a TV series I'm developing. And yeah, this is my book, From Glasgow Without Love. It's a collection of 10 stories set in Glasgow and in Nigeria, and was inspired the night I slept at the Buchanan bus station. Wow, it was a crazy night, and I told myself, "Now I'm not going to let this experience waste." And so these stories started coming up, and I piled them all together within a couple of months, and then yeah, finally, it's here. It's available on Amazon, Waterstone, retail ebook store you can find. Just Google it, From Glasgow Without Love, Albrin Junior. So I basically am always interested in talking about identity, social issues, anything that has to do with reality that we can all relate with. And like I said, that will make you laugh, that will make you cry. I'm a Shakespearean, I love Shakespeare, tragedy. I do that. If it's humor, I can do that for you. And it's different genres, fantasy, rom-com, tragedy, everything you want. Laugh, cry, smile, sad, you find it in here. So yeah, when I started compiling this collection, I reached out to a couple of senior authors, and they were like, in doing a collection, it has to be the same thing, you know. But I wanted something to be realistic, because at the end of the day, life is a combination of joy and sadness, you know, happy and sad moments. And I wanted to reflect that in my book. And this is a reality that I've experienced and I've also witnessed people experience. And I wanted that to be the very first thing, because it was just so important to me. And it's something anybody who reads this book can relate with. Either you're in the diaspora, either you are wherever you are, basically, so long you are, regardless of your status, your personality, your citizenship, when you pick this book, you can always relate to it. And I wanted that to reality, to be like, okay, I cry and then I laugh, and then I cry and then I laugh. But yeah, the biggest challenge for me was, now that I've written, what do I do with it? Who are my target audience? Who do I push it out to? Who needs to read it? Where do I put it out? That was my biggest challenge. And I had to speak to a couple of persons. I remember speaking to somebody, John, he was Scottish, and he looked at me and he told me, you have this, you have this. What do you want to do with this? And then it was like a reflection within myself. What do I really want to do with this? And in reflecting, I found my answer, and bam, the book was born. And one of the good things about this was the night it happened, the morning while I was working, I walked past Waterstones, the one at Agar Street, and I looked at the window, and I just imagined my book on that window. Now, the funny thing, it didn't get there immediately. One day I walked into Waterstones, and I was like, yeah, I have this book, you will love it, you should read it. And they were like, nah, I'm not. And I told them straight up, if you read this book and you do not love it, I promise you, I will never come to you again. And in a few weeks' time, my book was in all of Waterstones around Glasgow. So yeah, be audacious, know what you want, and go for it. If you have an idea, just write. Because the very first step is to write. The moment you can conquer your fear to write, believe you me. And when you write, tell the next person, oh, I've written this. Oh, you should read this. You should. And because once you're telling the next person, he reads it and he finds it interesting, he's telling the next person. And you might not even have the momentum immediately, but when they are telling you about what they've read, you have that momentum and you want to write more, or you want to push it out there. So first thing is first, write. Tell somebody who will tell somebody to tell somebody, and then the sky's your limits. But yeah, so yeah, you will cry, you will laugh, but I promise you, you will laugh. Get your book, From Glasgow Without Love, Albrin Junior.